Damn it! When I channel with my eyes closed, I don't look at the time. So the last video just cut out. So sorry. This is part two. I'm not gonna like repeat that stuff because this when this symbolically or for real, like when this tree like falls over, it's like to block your path. And usually you're just like, boom, I just step right over it because I'm cool like that. I'm cool like that is what I just heard. You just walk right over it, but you turn it around. And for something, when you turn around and what you look at is also a key to this scenario, which is very interesting because it's different from the rest of the message. But this is very, the codes and the downloads and this knowledge that you're getting is going to come in at a very fast and rapid pace. And that's why Spirit is saying that's why it's so important literally to have your feet on the ground with your shoes off. Because the downloads are going to be coming so quickly that it may overwhelm you. Not to project, but to be prepared. Okay. It's a pilgrimage that no one has taken before. This pilgrimage, this codes or these downloads that you're going to be getting is going to be, this is going to be a huge pilgrimage for you, a huge path for you to walk. Whatever you get from these downloads or codes, or it's nothing that's been done before because you're doing it with your flair, Spirit is saying, with your knowledge, your gifts, and your abilities. So be mindful also when these downloads and these massive downloads, I'm just like seeing like I said in the last video, you know, like in the Matrix or other movies where it's like, it's like the codes are just, whatever it is, these downloads are just coming in quick for you. And so be very mindful of categorizing them, this is from the last message, but categorize them into boxes, then put them on the shelf, like this is where it goes here, this is where this information goes, this is where this information goes. No, there's no place where this information goes because it's new information to you and it can't be categorized. There's not a box that can be put into this code that's given to you. There's not a code. There's not a box, I mean. Spirit saying there's not a box. And you're going to restrict yourself by putting it in a box. So then how do we not put something in a box? Because our human brain, that's what we automatically do. We receive information, we categorize it real quick in our brain, and we stick it here, here, and here for definition or what it means or what it's supposed to look like or whatever. And Spirit is saying you're going to have to figure out how not to do that with this. Because this is a new path that no one's ever gone through. And that's maybe with the visualization of the tree falling down, where your path is going to be try to be blocked at numerous occasions for you to second guess the downloads, for you to second guess what you've experienced or the information that you got. So when these blockages come, to take a moment and stop and look at the tree trunk, to look at what was put in your path for a barrier. What was put in your path? What was that barrier that was put into place? Look at the exact barrier, because there's additional codes and information in that barrier that was placed before you for you not to go on your path. Is that making sense? Look at the barrier that was placed to you and dissect that and take pieces out of that barrier. There's pieces from those barriers that have come up. This is very, I don't want to say it's cryptic, but I visually see it, but Spirit is showing me with elements. And so I'm trying to verbally figure out ways to say it so it makes sense. I'm seeing like, you know, and we'll be on time, and trees, you know, when there's like termites or the woodpecker or whatever. But I'm seeing like when you turn around and looking at this tree, you're really focusing on these little outlets of this barrier, this thing that was put in your path. I keep going back to that because I don't want people to miss parts of the message. When you see those little holes, and in those little holes is the information you're supposed to extract from this fallen branch that was supposed to be put in your path for to be a barrier to you. There's information you're supposed to be extracting from these little holes in these tree that are going to coincide with the downloads that you've gotten that made you start this path originally. Okay? I hope this is making sense. It is what it is. And of course, you're going to keep forging your path, but this pilgrimage, you're going to look to your right, you're going to look to your left, and it's going to be nothing but spirit and nature. This walk is for you and you alone. And that's why Spirit wants you to be very mindful of seeking things outside of you, because when you get these downloads and when you get these codes, when this huge, whatever this huge growth thing, whatever this huge download you're getting, or these codes that you're going to be getting, whether it's through meditation or walking edge or however you get them, naturally, that others will know, other entities, I heard, other entities, human, not human, Spirit saying, and all entities will know that you will be the first to forge this path. And so that's why Spirit's saying be mindful of looking outside of yourself, because this is only your path. Be mindful of putting these downloads into certain boxes. Like, I'm trying to think of something simple, but I can't because these are your own downloads. I'm seeing like when someone sees a certain sign or something like, oh, that's what this means. Oh, that's what this means. Oh, that's what this means. And no, it's given. These downloads are given to you in a different type of way, so that no energies or entities can swoop into this download and steal your download and steal your message. Is that making sense? That's why Spirit is saying, be mindful. Be mindful of the boxes. Be mindful of the boxes that you're categorizing things, because by doing that, you're going to miss some very key points with this download. And again, this download is for this pilgrimage, for this growth. That's what this card was about. We didn't show the card in the second video, but these opportunities and growth that are coming your way. It's very important for you to really decipher. I'm just seeing, I don't know why I thought of a cherry tree, because cherries technically don't fall over. Here's the power washer guy. He's getting ready to knock on the door, I bet you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Like clockwork. Sorry about that. He tried to open the door. He's like, oh, you locked me out. I'm like, I lock everybody out. I always have the screen door locked. And I'm always locked and loaded. Anyway, sorry, we got distracted there. So these are going to be new growth and opportunities with this pilgrim that's coming along. This is something just for you. Oh, he's revving up their engine. And Spirit like really wants me to like continue to emphasize that this is just for you. This download you're getting is specifically for you. And I know I'm going to repeat myself, but I don't care. Not putting certain downloads in a certain box. Spirit's like, don't put these in a certain box, because that's not where they belong. Yes, maybe you've gotten certain downloads or certain messages from Spirit like 50 times. And 49.99 out of 50, this has meant this. Excuse me. Not in this case. It possibly doesn't. Now, use your discernment. It's a collective read. This is a very strong message I got. So that's why it's important to spend time in quiet meditation. Even if you can't quiet your mind. If you garden, and consciously think about the downloads. Or, if you can't get out in the woods, go walk around your neighborhood. Or if you have a tree in your backyard, go sit your ass out underneath that tree. But you need to be outside to get the fullness of this download and to really listen to your spirit team, because they're going to say, yes, that's what this download means. You're going to get confirmation from Spirit. And I'm also seeing you're going to be getting confirmation from whatever animals have been coming around you a lot. I just did a video yesterday. There was this praying mantis when my car was in the grass here, because the power washer guy was here 5 times yesterday. When I pulled the car in 5 hours later in the garage, or in the driveway, after I did that, about an hour and a half later, I go outside to smoke, and there's the praying mantis again on my back windshield, the little baby one. And so I don't see many praying mantis. And so even though I know praying mantis means certain things, I went ahead and Googled it, and then I meditated on it and said, Spirit, what did this specifically mean for me? And so that's a loose example. These downloads are going to be a lot more intense. And like I said, be mindful of attaching the symptoms of anxiety and depression that may come along with it. The depression may come along, the sadness may come along, because you're thinking you understand this, you should understand it. I've been doing this a long time. I meditate and I have a great spirit team. I've been doing this a long time. How come I can't figure out what this download is? I don't know what it means. I saw A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. I don't know what it means, right? That's okay. And so sometimes when that overthinking, overprocess happens, and sometimes some people get a little sad or discouraged or depressed when they can't figure it all out. And of course, we're almost at 10 minutes again. So please be mindful of that. Please know I have one account. I will never, ever reach out to you. If you want a personal reading, you can email me at sageandofthesoul@gmail.com. I also do spiritual guidance messages as well to help people on their journey. So hope you're healthy and happy, full of joy.